Hi, this is Greg Owen. Let's take a look at some specifics in Service Manager. As you see here, each service department has their own unique web ID, and each service advisor has their own unique user ID and password. Once you log in, you're always taken to the appointment screen. It's the default screen in Service Manager. As you can see here, there's no appointments. Nothing appears in the appointment screen, and that's because the appointments have to be imported by the service director from a CSV file, which is exported from their DMS, whether it be Reynolds or ADP. We're going to show you how simple it is, very simple it is, to import your appointments into Service Manager each morning. You save the CSV file on the desktop. You hit the Browse button. Make sure you name the CSV file something you'll remember. Here we named it Greg's Garage Appointments.csv. You select it, press the Open button, as we're doing right now. After you press the Open button, you'll notice you'll go back to the Appointment Imports screen. Now something is contained in that box where it says CSV file. Press Upload CSV and you're done. 20 seconds maybe at the most. And your files, you'll see now, as we go back to the appointment screen, now you've got appointments. We imported 4 appointments here, and you'll see that the appointments bear the customer's first and last name, mobile number, and appointment date.
So we're here with John Hoffman. You're the Director of Fixed Operations for the Bob Rohrman Group, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, you've been involved with the text-to-drive, particularly the you've been involved with the text-to-drive Service Manager module or program for some time, for the last few months or so, is that correct?
Yes, I have.
And have you employed it or introduced it to most of the stores in the Rohrman Group?
I've actually introduced it to all of our stores in Illinois and Indiana.
Okay. And why don't you give us a brief summary of how it's gone for you and for the Rohrman Group and how you've utilized Service Manager in your various stores?
Well, I think it's gone tremendously well for us. As you know, the biggest thing for me, and I've showed you this, Greg, before on paper, is the improvement in the CSI when the Service Manager is used. We all know that our customers, with the more contact that they have and know what's going on with the vehicle and know how their day's going, with the Service Manager, you can contact them instantly and give them updates and let them know what's happening with the car and when it's finished. With that, we've seen an increase in the CSI at many of our stores, and I can show you a direct relationship between the service advisors that are active with their customers and contacts, and their CSI levels have grown, even to the extent that it doesn't affect it nearly as much when the car may not be fixed on time or as promised. As long as they're in contact with the customer all the time, which is really instant through the Service Manager and the texting, your CSI will raise quite a few points.
And have you actually seen certain advisors who have been pretty steady in their use or consistent in their use of Service Manager actually have improved scores?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the advisors that are really committed to their customers and really want to satisfy your customers that use the texting program save time, their customers are more informed, and they actually get the surveys back.
Which is huge, because that ends up being a profit for the company eventually, or other things that can result because of the CSI is good.
Yeah, usually if you can get enough surveys in from the customers, I have a better chance of having a greater CSI, and customers seem to be really receptive to the idea of texting.
Well, thank you very much, John, and nice talking to you today.
Okay, Greg.
Bye-bye.